everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Ren and I make videos a couple of times a week about books and pop culture, and today I'm going to be combining two of my favourite things in the world, Jellycats and books. I have been an avid Jellycat collector now for probably about 5 years. I was first made aware of Jellycat as a brand when my niece was little and she got a bunny, and then I started getting my own when like 2020 I think is when I got my first Jellycat, and it has just become something which I like to collect. I mean, as you can see by the bookshelves behind me, I am a collector. I collect specific things, but I'm someone who I'm quite specific in that, like, I won't collect all of something. Like, I have no desire to have Jellycats that I don't want. I'll just collect the ones that I really like. But I have quite a big collection now. Like I said, 5 years of Jellycat collections. It's been a long collection. I've probably got about 100 Jellycats, maybe a little bit less. My mum also has been collecting them, and this video I need to dedicate to my friend Sarah, who I started going jelly shopping with way back in the day, and we've kind of collected them together, and we have so many matching Jellycats now, and whenever I think about Jellycats I think about her. So I thought that I would select some of my favourite jellies and like recommend a book based on the jelly. I have all of the books except for one because I lent it to my friend, which is actually my friend Sarah, who I just said she has the book of this, so I will just show a picture of it. But other than that, I have all the books here with their corresponding Jellycats, and we're gonna share it. Okay, so the first one we've got is my little baseball Jellycat. This is the Amusable Baseball. I love him very much. He has a little cap. I think he's adorable. I'm literally obsessed. When I ordered him, he came in a little sports gym, like a Jellycat gym bag, which I kept. And the book that I've chosen to pair with my little baseball is The Prospect. It's by Katie Hoffman, which, as you can see, main character Jean is the first openly trans man in the world of competitive baseball, and it's like sort of enemies to lovers and the team and that enjoyment, and there's a lot of like trans joy and I really loved this book. I read it on NetGalley before it came out, and I loved it so much that now I have so many editions of it, and this is the Illumicrate one. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this book so much, I can't recommend it enough, and this is the perfect Jellycat to go with it. This Jellycat actually sits on the shelf that this book is on. And then we have Fran Pancakes. Fran Pancakes is one of my most recent Jellycat acquisitions. Fran Pancakes means a lot to me because I am an avid pancake eater. I love pancakes. I think I would actually argue that pancakes are one of my favourite food. You can't go wrong. You can have pancakes and ice cream and fruit. You can just have pancakes and fruit. You can have pancakes and I would have like veggie sausages and stuff, but you can have pancakes with bacon and sausage. You can have pancakes with maple syrup. You can have pancakes with chocolate. You can have savoury pancakes. You can have sweet pancakes. And you can have loads of different styles of pancakes. I'm very passionate about pancakes. So I was in Selfridges recently with my friend Sarah, and we saw that I missed her online. She sold out so quickly, but Selfridges were literally in the middle of the restock, and we ran to that shelf the second we saw she was there, and we both got a Fran Pancakes, and I love her very much, and I like that she has syrup and little blueberries, and I really love her very much. So I'm so happy to get Fran Pancakes, and the book that I've chosen to go with Fran Pancakes is One Last Up by Casey McQuiston, and this book focuses on August, who has moved to New York City. Like, she doesn't really know what she's doing with her life, and then on the train she meets Jane, who she's a bit weird because she only ever sees her on this one train, and then there's like sort of Jane's not from the same era, and there's like a little bit of time travel involved. It's really good, love it. But Jane used to work there, and August works there now. Pancake Millie's House of Pancakes. Pancakes like this, very New York. The first time I ever had a big stack of pancakes like this was actually in New York City, so it felt very fitting to combine these two together. Then the next jelly I'd like to introduce is again one of my newest ones, and that is Shifa Shamrock. Shifa Shamrock is the love of my life. So Shifa, you could only get her in Ireland. There were 2 stores in Dublin that sold her. Now I'm very lucky in that not only is my dad and his family are Irish, and we have family in Ireland, I also have friends in Ireland. So I, rather than messaging some of my, like my dad's aunt and being like, can you try and get this and post it? I just felt like it might have been a little bit confusing. I texted my friend immediately. Hi, I would really like Shifra. I love her very much. Obviously, Jelly Collector was very unwell. Like, she came out just before St. Patrick's Day, and that was when I was like in the hospital. So she was very unwell. I was very unwell. And also, like I said, my family's Irish, so I was like, I really, really want Shifra. So my friend very kindly received Shifra for me, and then posted her to me. And she's so cute and I love her, and I'm so happy she's got an Irish name, and I just think that she's actually adorable. She's very little, but obviously a shamrock is, and she's a little bit of luck, and I like having her by all my like grandparents' stuff that I got, like I've got from their house, like after they both passed away, so like she kind of just sits with them. It's really nice. But yeah, Shifra Shamrock, and this is the book that I've currently lent to my friend, but Shifra is going to be paired with Go Luck Yourself by Sarah Rausch. Now this is the sequel to The Nightmare Before Christmas, which focuses on the Prince of Halloween and one of the princes of Christmas, and Go Luck Yourself focuses on the other Prince of Christmas and the Prince of St. Patrick's Day. So yeah, Shifra goes with him. Loved that. I love that whole series. I think it's so fun and so good, and I just really, really love it. So yeah, highly recommend that series. I really, really enjoyed it. Then we have Ookie Ghost. I love Ookie Ghost. I actually have a lot of little collectible ghosts. I really like ghosts, anything ghost related I enjoy, and I really like having them. And Ookie Ghost actually sits on the shelf with all of the Sad Ghost Club books. Now this is the hopeful guide to getting through bad days. They're by Lizzie Meddings. So there's currently four like of the graphic novel series, and then this is obviously like another book, but it's not part of that whole series. I really love them. It is about finding your kindred spirits and finding people who sort of have the same worries as you, but then also how that can be different, and how kind of you band together to find people that are the same as you. And I really, really love them. They're a huge comfort to me, so it felt very fitting for Ookie Ghost to be paired with them. So for the next one, I kind of had to do 2. So I've got my Musable Sun and my little star. You can actually, there is also a big white star, but this is the little sparkly golden one, and I've paired these 2 with The Sun and the Star by Rick Riordan and Mark Oshiro. This is a kind of Percy Jackson book, but it's not Percy, it's Nico and Will, and it's the first book in their series, because it is now going to be a series, which is very exciting. These 2 are kind of perfect to go with that. My Jellycat Sun is one of my absolute favourites. I have all the weather ones, so I have the clouds, the rainbow, the raindrop, the moon, like all of the kind of like sky related ones. But yeah, Sun and the Star, I really love this series. It's one of my favourite books within that whole universe. It's so well written and done so well. I love Nico and Will, and I love how their relationship evolved in this, and I just think it was done so well, and I absolutely adored it. And then we have my Musable Moon, who is definitely one of my absolute favourites. Normally my little gold star sits here on my shelf. I love the moon so much. The moon is my favourite, but I'm obsessed with the actual moon as well. So the second I knew that there was a moon, I needed her. So to go with my moon, we have Water Moon by Samantha Yoto Yambao, and this focuses on, there's a little pawn shop, and some people will just, you can look at it and you won't see what it actually is, but some people see what it is, and they can go in there and they can kind of like pawn off their like deepest regrets in life. And then we have Hannah, and she wakes up on the first day as its new owner to find that it's been absolutely like ransacked and everything's kind of missing, and it's all a bit of a nightmare. And then this kind of mysterious stranger comes in, and who's very different, and instead of like seeking help like most customers, he offers it, and they go on this kind of adventure to figure out what's happened, and it's everything from there. And yeah, this is the most perfect pairing. I also have the Illumicrate edition, but I think this one fits the jelly vibe a bit more than this one. And then we have my little amusable raindrop, who has little welly boots, and I love him very much, and I love his little belly, and I love that he just sits like this and he's really happy. So the book that I am pairing with my little amusable raindrop is The Rainfall Market by Yu Yongguang, and this is on the first day of the monsoon. A little rainfall market pops up, and it has lots of magical things inside, a magical bookstore, magical hairdressers, all of that kind of thing. You can't enter it without an invitation, and then it focuses on Seren, and she gets an invitation, and she can't wait to go there and to see how it will change her life, and it's everything from there. This is super. I loved this. There's such a feeling at the moment about places about translator fiction where it's different on the outside to what it actually is, and I just really love it as a trope. So yeah, these two, they go together as well. And then we have Dexter Dragon. Now Dexter Dragon is one of my big dragons. I've got a lot of the little dragons, I've got one of the really big dragons, but Dexter, he fits the vibe for this book, and he was my first bigger dragon that I ever had, so it made sense to choose him as well. He's going to sit on my shoulder. The book I've chosen is The Baby Dragon Cafe by A.T. Kureshi, and this focuses on Sapphira, and she opens a cafe for people with pet baby dragons, kind of like a cat cafe but with dragons, which arguably is a lot cooler and I wish was real. I love a cat cafe, but can you imagine a cafe with baby dragons? I'd love that. She's struggling because the dragons keep destroying furniture, so she has to keep buying furniture, and she's just not really making enough money. But then we have Aiden, who's a gardener, and he has a baby dragon who is not very well trained, and means that he can't really focus on the things that he wants to do because he's so focused on the dragon. So he makes a deal and says, he makes a deal with Sapphira and says to her, I'll pay you enough to keep the cafe open if you train my dragon. And it's everything from there, because they don't actually get on very well. They kind of clash. So it's trying to work together even though they know that each other's the solution to their problems. So it's everything from there. It's really cute and really nice. And Dexter fits the vibe. Before I had my dog, I used to hold my bigger Jellycats and just wish it was a dog. And now I have an actual dog, which is great. But I do still love my Jellycat, cuddling my Jellycat. This video could go on forever and ever and ever. I have a lot of jellies, so I might make a part 2 if you guys liked this. But the final one, we have my Jellycat Rainbow, who I love very much. My mum and dad bought me her. She used to be on my pride shelf, but now she's in my window. So to go with my rainbow, we have Gay Club by Simon James Green. It focuses on Barney and his school's LGBTQ group, their society, and there's not many people, so he thinks that he'll be elected the president of the group kind of thing. But then he meets Bronte, and she opens the vote up to the whole school, and it's kind of everything from there. But it's banding together to kind of, save the club and come together, and the kind of politics surrounding all of that, and it's just really fun. I love Simon James Green. His books are always the right amount of funny, whilst also being really serious and important as well, and I really love them. So my little rainbow goes very nicely with Gay Club. So yeah, it was a little bit sillier, but it gave me a chance to kind of showcase some books that I don't always talk about a lot, and to show off my Jellycats because I love them so much and they deserve all the love. So yeah, that is my little books as Jellycats. If you guys read any of these books, what did you think? Do you guys collect Jellycats? Which is your favourite? What are you in the lookout for? Let's discuss books and Jellycats in the comments. That is 2 of my favourite conversations, so that's great. Like I said, if you guys are new here, then I make videos a couple of times a week about books and pop culture, so if you want to stick around and join us, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell, and as usual, all the links to my other social medias will be in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really, 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 really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.